Kim Sung-min escaped from the clutches of North Korea in the mid-1990s. He shares his story to bring attention to the plight of the people living in the Hermit Kingdom with anyone who will listen, including world leaders. Kim escaped the country after becoming disillusioned by the horrible conditions and massive starvation.
Every day I heard the news of executions from more than 20 political concentration camps all over North Korea. The news of 3 million people who starved or froze to death.
Kim has faced brutal beatings, including having his fingers broken. This was the result of fleeing North Korea and abandoning the military, where he had risen to the rank of captain. Kim had fled to China and there met some Christians. But it was only when he was being sent back to North Korea after Chinese authorities caught him that he put his trust in Jesus Christ.
When I was sent from China back to North Korea, there was a bridge. As I crossed the bridge, I knew I was going to die. I knew this was my time of destiny. I wanted to sing a praise song, but I couldn't remember any praise songs to the Lord. So I promised myself that if I lived and escaped again, I would learn praise songs and memorize them.
When Kim served in the North Korean military, he wrote poems about the greatness of Kim Il-sung, one of which was required memorization for North Korean soldiers. Now he is writing songs praising the God of heaven. After being sentenced to death in Onsung, North Korea, Kim was sent by train to Pyongyang by some of the men he used to serve with.
On the third day, I felt the presence of the soldiers who were guarding me behind me. I could tell one of them was hesitating at the door by the restroom. It was a mess because it hadn't been cleaned in 3 days. When the soldier hesitated, I knew this was my only chance to escape. Without thinking, I jumped off the moving train by leaping through the window. My body aged 1,000 years at that moment.
Kim made his way into China and reconnected with the Christians he met there before. He spent the next 2.5 years working in a charcoal factory, growing in his relationship with Jesus, and copying the entire Bible before going to South Korea in 1999. Kim has been active in trying to reach North Koreans with the message of God's love through a daily half-hour shortwave radio broadcast that focuses on Christian persecution.
North Korea is an empire of evil. The world has nothing to do with them. They don't have a principle of law. They shoot missiles. They sell drugs and make counterfeit dollars. The only way is to melt the North Korean hearts with love and the gospel.
Kim also heads up the recently launched Underground University in Seoul, South Korea, in partnership with the Voice of the Martyrs Korea and the Voice of the Martyrs Canada.
North Koreans have the best ideas of how to reach their own country. And so Underground University doesn't train people in a particular methodology of evangelism or discipleship. Really, it goes more fundamental than that. It's about helping them to discern what God is calling them to do. And the things they come up with are really amazing, much more effective than anything we could come up with in the West.
Other projects VOM Canada has been involved with in North Korea include launching gospel balloons that drop gospel tracts all over the country and smuggling food and supplies into the isolated nation.